Hello, welcome to the weather. I'm one of your hosts, Alex Drake.
I'm Dragon Pat. I'm hiding off stage. I get away with it this time.
Yeah. Today I'm going to be talking about World of Warships Blitz, the phone version of World of Warships that's for computer. I like it. So far I've played a total of... I'm slowly getting the Bismarck. Because I like it.
Because she's a beast made of steel. He's a beast made of steel.
And then after I get Bismarck, I'm getting the Yamato. Japanese warship. Took out our...
No, actually, the Yamamoto never really got into it with our people.
Oh yeah, it was the smart one. I'm gonna stay back.
But first off, what is it?
It's a multiplayer online battleship game. You get to actually drive the battle. There's 4 types of ships. You get the speed ships, which are destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and aircraft carriers. Aircraft carriers suck. All you do is throw planes at people and hope
your planes can do good.
And half the time you're having to run away from every fight. But destroyers, they're the fastest and they have torpedoes. Which is the only good thing about them. Is if you get in front or behind a battleship, it's a lot easier to take them out. You never go side by side with the battleship.
Destroyers are good because they are fast, they are maneuverable, they generate smoke screens, and based on the original show, the PC version of this, they can be a lot of fun. They just don't have the hit.
Which, I don't use them. Mine, I like...
Battleships.
Battleships and cruisers. My favorite cruiser is the St. Louis. It has 17 guns.
Which basically is one way to say, good morning, how you doing?
I'm a quicker version of a battleship.
And that's the difference. Cruisers are faster. Battleships are slow, monstrous beasts. But when a battleship hits you, you feel it.
Especially with all its guns.
Now, World of Warcraft, along with World of Tanks, are both interesting in that you slowly upgrade them, and then you pick up bigger tanks and better ships. And it's not a bad game. The dynamics of it, the mechanisms in it are pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. You're not looking at a lot of complicated moves, but you're playing against people.
Yeah.
And these people sometimes
they will drive right in front of them while you're firing.
Your own people can be a danger to you.
At one point, I got ran by 2. Like, dudes.
Don't you pay any attention? Because no, most people don't. I mean, I always thought that if you're going to play those types of games, you need to get about 3 or 4 people working together, and then you could decimate.
Yeah.
Because if the 4 of you know how to play together and work together,
especially if each one knows how to have each class.
Yeah, then you move things. Now, as you move up, your ships become more powerful, whether that is in each of the different categories.
Yes.
The very first destroyer you have has 1 gun.
Which is really...
Not much. No, actually, it has 2. 1 in the front, 1 in the back. So you're going to have to do a side shot or a somewhat frontal side shot with your destroyer, which is not very good. But as you move up with them, you get to more powerful destroyers with better angles,
and
more
some
weapons.
destroyers end up getting torpedoes.
Yes, they do.
It's fun when you're tricking them like, ooh, psych.
And again, torpedoes have a specific aiming mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to learn to be very quick switching back and forth so that you can slip those in. Both these games are pretty decent. The phone version, I personally haven't played.
It's for me. It's easier because I used to play Xbox Lite, so these fingers are very good at moving fast, which is good for phones.
Now, I understand, don't they have a World of War, one of them for the Xbox?
No, they haven't got that yet. They're planning on making one that has subs that will be just for Xbox.
Now, the submarines.
That I like the ones with submarines because.
All right, number one, I love naval sims. There's something about the mixture between strategy and tactics in a naval simulation game that separates it from me drive tank and smash you.
Yeah. And me running around with gun trying to shoot you. Dude.
Naval sims have, well, they've altered a lot throughout the ages. And submarine forces are some of the most beloved games out there. Wolfpack. My mind is going blank about Silent Hunter. These games where you commanded your submarine and went out and tried to sink the British were pretty good. And it's been a long time since someone's come out with a really good sub simulation game.
And the company that made the World of Warships Blitz and the original World of Warships, they subbed one, which I forget what it's called.
Now, I want to see them put subs in.
Which they're planning on putting it.
World of Warships.
They're planning.
Because that's going to be.
That's going to be mean. Like, where's the target?
No, it's not that. It's you're sitting here. Oh, I have the enemy off the port bow. I'm going to blast that stupid destroyer. Meanwhile, the sub comes up off your backside and puts 3 down you shoot. Yeah.
And all the sub has to do, some will just hide underneath the aircraft carrier. Oh, you think you're going to get them? Nope.
I mean, it's... Submarine tactics are unique.
Because you don't have to just worry about left and all around you. You're going to have to look above you and below you, too.
And that's going to make things a little bit more tricky. And also a lot more realistic. Because let's face it, if you're in World War II Navy battle, you had to watch out for subs.
And every single of...
And everything since then
has at least 4 different types of subclasses.
Well, in today's modern Navy, you have you have several classes, but they're either boomers or fast strike. Fast strike is the one that's going to go out there and put a hole in your aircraft carrier. And an aircraft carrier fleet has got cruisers, destroyers, no battleships, because the Navy's gone away from the battleship, but has also increased the number of frigates, the fighting frigate, and yes, in that fleet is subs. Now, generally, they're there, excluding the boomer. The others are there in anti-submarine role, meaning they've got one wolf pack looking for another wolf pack, and that's some vicious fighting there. I'm hoping that they bring the subs in and they do them right, but I'd like to see somebody out there. This is a special note to all you programmers out there. If you are working for a game company who's trying to come up with a really good game idea, do a new naval simulation game. One that involves strategy, where you can control the whole fleet. Earn the different levels of your fleet, increase your ship strengths, be able to upgrade your ships. Yes, let us go out there and lay waste.
Yeah. He's a strategy guy.
But
which is good. I learned strategy from him.
World of Warcraft, excuse me,
World.
well, sorry about that, folks. That's another game. Maybe one day we'll go back and cover that. But World of Warships, good, decent enough game.
Blitz, good too. Until people decide around you.
Now that new, it's also similar to that new one, Thunder, War Thunder.
Yeah, War Thunder, which War Thunder.
I think it's the same people.
Yeah.
Now,
they're
War Thunder gives you planes, gives you
helicopters, tanks, and
well, you don't start out with helicopters. You got tanks, you got planes, you've got ships.
And they're trying
and
to get
eventually you upgrade. It's not a bad platform for all of them. So it's interesting.
The first game I played from that company was World of Tanks, because I wanted to see the... I like German tanks better than American. Sorry.
Well, they got better names. Yeah. That, and let's face it, when it comes to World War II, the Sherman, the Sherman sucked. It was the Panzer. Like German Tiger tank coming in saying, "Hello, would you like to play?"
Yeah.
And the Shermans generally got raked over the coals by the Panzer.
And great thing about this company, they actually stick to actual physics. I used to play a tank game where there was no physics. Where you could drive a tank this way, up a mountain, straight up, like that.
Now, tank simulation games have come a long way. The old wireframe tank game that came out in the video game arcades. I mean, I love that game. I used to kick major butt in that game. And it had the old dual propulsion controls, one for whether you went forward or backwards with them to turn and everything else. And hey, that game would catch you on, would keep you on your feet. So the modern tank warfare games, I mean, WSD is a lot different than the two controllers. But that click, bang, and the fact that you can look a different direction than you're shooting, again, good options. They're not bad games. If you like tank sims, if you like planes that attack other planes, because you can fly a plane, and definitely in the naval battle by running an aircraft carrier. You launch several different types of planes, including torpedo bombers,
and regular
fighters
who
shoot other planes. But overall, I give it a 2 thumbs up. It's not a bad way to waste some of your time.
Yeah, I just don't like aircraft carriers. No guns really.
Yeah, but if you're good with them planes, you got plenty of guns.
Yeah, that's the only one. I don't.
All right. Either way, folks, this has been Whatever, talking to you about World of Warships, Blitz, the phone version, the PC version,
and the company that
makes it.
Pretty much.
And I hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, hit that like button. Hit the share button. Share this with your friends, your neighbors, your cohorts. Don't forget to
subscribe and click the bell so you can stay up to date with our show.
Yeah.
And if you're on BitChute, you get to both places we have. I will try updating BitChute more often.
We're going to try to get BitChute